what's going on, buddy?
Hello!
It is Pixelburners here, and welcome back to Last Defense Academy, or should I say, welcome to Last Defense Academy 2!
Yeah.
When we left off, we got to day 100. Some more Trudes came out of the situation. Escape pod was there the whole time. But we're still going to go back and fix things. Though it seems like something may have gone wrong inside the satellite as well. But we're not going to get to know that until we get to whatever ending reveals that information for us in this game. It's going to be a wild ride.
We caught Ato's traitor ass in 4K.
Yep, we did walk up right in time to get his ass, if you will.
And we explained that we're from the future, and he's like, oh, you're crazy. So,
But now, Siri's like, how are you so strong?
Yeah.
I mean, you did okay in yesterday's battle, but you're on a whole other level now. It's only been 1 day since then. What happened to you? Only 1 day. Maybe that's how it seems to you, but for me, it's been so much longer. I've already spent a full 100 days with you, Ato. Never even guessed at your true nature until it was too late.
Everything we did, everything we sacrificed, it was all for nothing. All because of you.
yeah.
Where's all this coming from, Samino? What's going on with you?
I think I can explain, Sire.
Yeah, friends.
Another voice joined the conversation, speaking directly into my head at the same time. It's like, what the fuck is that? He appeared. What the? Ato really did betray us. It's just like you said, Takumi. You made some kind of avatar to your undying flames? I didn't know you could do that. I was worried you didn't come to the defense room. Well, it's more than that, really. I wanted to see the people who are fighting to protect me up close, at least once.
Yeah.
Can you hear him too, Sire? That's right. You only communicate via human telepathy, but I've got equipment built in for me to receive those signals. Nah, you said you could explain all this? Yes, you might have trouble believing, Takumi, but it will probably mean more coming from me.
Let's go.
Ghostboy went on to tell Siri everything I told him when I arrived in this timeline. Actually, the little creature was taken aback. Who wouldn't be?
Creature.
You used Hemo to travel through time? Now that you mention it, Atsuki did say he felt a sudden surge of power back there. Seems to be a side effect of Takumi's arrival here. Well, butter my biscuits. Never expected anything like this to happen.
Biscuits.
Just goes to show you we haven't even scratched the surface of what cryptoglobing can do, or this game. What are you all talking about? Where did this fiery monster come from? All that stuff about the future. Is it really true? What have you done, Takumi?
It's not about what we've
You don't need to know that. I'll only try to use anything I'll tell you against me anyway. Yeah! It's over, Ato. I won't let you destroy humanity. You're going to kill me then? Is that what you're saying?
We've done it before.
You seem like such a nice guy, too. You must really hate me.
Shut up.
What did I do to deserve such malice, Takumi?
Shut up.
Think about it. I haven't actually done anything.
Shut up.
Are you really going to take my life because of something you think I might do?
Bro. He's still trying to manipulate.
There's no might about it. You'll definitely mess things up if I don't stop you. I know you well enough to be sure of that. Like anything I say can change your mind about humanity, can it? You're right. There's no changing who I am. You're all just unsightly monsters. That's a firm, immutable truth. As long as I live, I'll never stop hating your whole vile species. I gotta say, you two are full of surprises. Both of you. How an outlaw like you ended up here is a real mystery, Atsuki. The desire to eliminate humanity is totally antithetical to our mission here. Left looking at how such an error could have occurred. Now that I know all this, there's no use preserving you anymore. Sarah's eyes flashed red.
Yes.
Huh? What'd you just do?
Blow him up.
Sit, watch, and learn, boy.
Ooh.
Oh. I erased Atsuki's DNA record from the Rafomatics database.
Metal.
It's got a database on
Oh,
all of
that's
us right down
Tsubasa,
the code.
yeah. That was Tsubasa, by the way. Preferences, yeah. Some kind of, yep.
So, Ato can't be revived anymore? He's gonna beg for his fucking life. Exactly. All it's left is for you to execute him, and everything will be back on track.
That was epic.
So I'm doing this. I'm killing Ato before he can do any harm. Wait, Takumi, I won't try to stop you, but take a moment to think about this. You said you came back so you could change the future. What kind of future do you want to create? And is killing him the only way to achieve it? The future I want. Oh, you should absolutely kill him. Leave him alive and we'll have no kind of future at all. He's an enemy of all humanity. Just like the invaders. He doesn't deserve your pity. Right, I'm inconvenient for you, so just get rid of me. Isn't that how humans made it this far? Ignore the fact that you'll be taking an innocent life for your own selfish purposes. If it's for humanity's sake, then anything goes, isn't that right? He's just not about to change his mind. He's still just as much of a threat as ever. And I know better than anyone the kind of terrible things he's capable of. But I can't deny that this Ato hasn't done any of that yet.
The moral arguments.
And he's not an invader. He's a human being, just like me.
I hate moral arguments.
Is killing this version of him really the right thing to do? It's gonna make me decide, and I don't know what I want to do. Oh, man.
I do. Fucking kill him.
It has to be my decision. I'm done with letting others control my fate.
Kill this bitch.
That's why I came back in the first place, to create a new future in my own terms. The path I chose here, I have to be prepared to see it through. It's time to make my choice.
Decide Ato's fate.
From now on, the story will diverge greatly depending on Takami's decisions. You'll be able to come back and explore the other choices later. Now, decide Ato's fate. Because
also, why do you keep giving Sirei a southern accent? He doesn't have one.
It's only the slight southern drawl.
No, it's not.
It's fine. It's canon. Okay, listen, we go through this every time. Everyone else has their different things. You know, we got Gaku over here. We got Shoma up here.
Yeah, but those are just accent is a huge thing. That'd be like me suddenly giving Kurata a British accent. I want to kill him personally.
I know the me that was sus of him for like fucking so long wants to end it all. But there's also the part of me that's enthralled by how the story would play out.
How it would go forward if he's alive.
If we let him live. Because like, you know, the kill him with kindness kind of trope. Oh,
because it would be interesting to potentially continue to just fuck with him if we leave him alive, but Sirei got rid of his DNA connected to the Revive-O-Matic.
It would get rid of him for the rest of the game. He's gone.
No, I mean about the let him live part. Like, what if? Well, will it stay?
No, I'd assume
erased from it, or
I'd assume that would convince Sirei to put him back in the database and have him be a player on the field, essentially. And it's one of those where, like, also deciding the fact of like where if there is a true route to get to the end where everyone goes the 100 days and gets to the end of the ship, which one would take you there most appropriately? And I believe that this game, without spoiling another game directly, but maybe you'll catch on to, I feel most people will catch on to, there's another game that really pushes you towards trying to harm someone, even though that is the bad choice in the game. And this could be a similar situation where they've used so much fuel to make you want to kill him, but if you're trying to go down the right route, that's the last thing you want to do. Which means, fuck it, we ball and kill him.
Yes.
We never go the correct way first.
Fuck this guy.
I do feel the correct way is to let him live, and the game has fueled you to go down the wrong path first.
Correct way. He's never gonna change though. He's gonna be a constant thorn in our side.
I don't think that's the case. I think there will be a way to change him if you're gonna go down that route.
I don't know. It's not just an opinion he has on humanity though. It's literally the way he sees people.
We also have a biolab and Yugamu who seems to be a pharmaceutical expert that could try and work on
body alterations and stuff like that.
Well, he also can just create medicine that hasn't been seen before. He may have a way to fix it.
Well, too late now.
Well, like I said, that'd be the correct way, so we go the wrong way first, always. That's right, just like the Undying Flames boy said.
Right way.
I came back so I could change there's no shot this is right. You know who's gonna be happy? Darumi.
Well, I mean, if there's 100 endings, how can there be only one true ending? You know what I mean?
It has been confirmed that there is something that can be deemed as the true ending of the game. and the other 100 or...
Are you trying to save the true ending for last? I think that's impossible with so many others.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say I'm necessarily saving it for last, but every other game, we always go the wrong way first, because that's what's fun, dude.
I guess.
That's right. Just like the Undying Flames boy said, I came back so I could change the future. Also, this could be a great route towards maybe a killing game, you know?
That's true.
If it let Ato live, history might repeat itself.
Oh no! The killing game would have been Ato killing everyone.
Probably not.
We got rid of the killing game.
Hey, we don't know what's gonna happen till we go. So if I don't want that to happen, then my choice is clear. I need to end his life here and now. Eat shit, bitch. Who do I decide? Do I go Takumi
or
Takumi? I choose Takumi.
Somebody has to do it.
This is so satisfying. Fucking hate him.
I
Get his
know.
ass.
After all the betrayal and shit. Finally, after the fact of how long I've been sussing your ass.
And he killed Haruko in her sleep.
Finished.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking brutal, dude. Like, damn. This is full circle for me. And everything that I fucking did, I needed that moment.
Uh-huh.
As much as part of me wanted to go against it, we'll do that in the future.
It was so therapeutic.
Suddenly, I found myself walking to my room. It's almost like I was running from something. Probably from the fact I killed a person, a human being. I finally made it to the rooftop and I saw them there, as if they'd been waiting for me.
Oh, hi.
What's going on with you, Samino? Why'd you leave the gym without saying anything? Maybe you didn't want to see Atsuki looking like that?
The mummy, yeah.
Aha!
You have nothing to worry about, Samino. You made a wise decision. You did the right thing. He was trying to destroy me, your commanding officer. And that's not all. He was trying to slaughter all of humanity.
Yeah.
You're our savior. The hero who saved mankind. So you don't have a single thing you need to regret. I don't know about that. Personally, I get the feeling you're walking down the wrong path. Told ya! Or perhaps I should say, he's straight off the path he was meant to walk as a human being. Told you! Maybe true that Ato committed many crimes in the future, you know, Takumi. But he hadn't done anything wrong here and now, had he? You've executed an innocent human being for crimes he might have possibly committed in the future.
No, not innocent. I just thought of something. I remembered something. He killed his family.
Well, he did kill his family, but that's a whole different thing.
That's not different. He killed his family. It's not an innocent human being.
People can change. I believe so, at least. But you didn't give him the chance.
He killed his family. He was guilty.
That doesn't sound like the right thing to do to me. Shut up.
Ooh.
Huh? Do you think I don't know all that already? You don't have to shove it down my throat.
We took the Odysseus route.
I clenched my fist and practically barked my rebuttal at the ghost boy before running off my room. Marked that off as like the fucking 12th tally on the board of constant epic references.
Listen!
I feel so bad for the people that don't know what the fuck Epic the Musical is. They're like, why do they keep talking about this every single day?
Maybe I'm just encouraging more people to listen to it, as they should.
It was oppressively silent in my room. I didn't bother to turn the lights on. I just sank into a corner and wrapped my arms around my knees. I did the right thing. I did the right thing. I repeated this myself over and over again for 8 hours straight.
Our savior, the hero who saved mankind. So you don't have a single thing you need to regret.
See, no southern accent.
I feel like there's a certain drawl to it that is distinct.
It's more New York-y than southern.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. But why can't I stop thinking about what he said after?
Or like
You've
Chicago.
executed an innocent human being for crimes he might have possibly committed in the future.
He killed his family.
People can change. I believe so, at least. But you didn't give him the chance.
He killed his family.
I feel like you're too spicy on that. Shut
What?
up. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up!
It's the fact that makes me feel better about the fact that he killed him.
I covered my ears and squeezed my eyes shut. But when I did, I could see Ato, now a blackened lump of flesh staring at me hatefully.
Good.
My eyes flew open. I was scared to so much as blink. Okay. My brain couldn't process that at first.
Yeah.
I focused on my breathing, the only sound in the room. and spent the night curled into a ball, my eyes wide open the whole time.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, everybody's going through it.
Ooh.
You've unlocked chapter select. This option will allow you to jump to the beginning of each day or directly before or after story decisions.
Nice.
You can access
so
chapter
we can go
select
back
from the
if
menu.
we wanted to.
Not going to do that till we get an ending.
Damn.
And then we're going to go off of later on branches. That'll save so much time.
This is dark Takumi.
We'll get to...
This is murder Takumi.
We'll save Eito in like approximately September 17th. Mark that on your calendars.
Oh my God.
Could you imagine if that turns out to be accurate? That'd be fucking hysterical. Here's the complete 100% of the story.
What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
But yeah, references aside, like the line. Oh, hi, buddy.
Troops, time to rise and shine.
I've missed you, and you're fully back.
Yeah,
Let's go.
it's actually him.
Let's go.
But the line "ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves" really did apply with at least Takumi's line of thinking there.
Hopefully.
Get ready for your third day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Good to hear that for the first time in the sequel, Last Defense Academy 2. Talk to me. What the hell, man? Why did you... Eito, then he's like, he's our hero. We killed Eito in the gymnasium. Yep.
Ooh.
Everyone's cold eyes pierced through me as I stepped into the cafeteria. They're all staring at me suspiciously. We all saw the body in the gym. Hey, he's back to being him.
Oh, and then Sirei showed up.
Right, I explained what happened to everyone. I told them that you came back from the future. I told them Eito was abnormal. He tried to destroy me last night. I told them everything. They seem reluctant to believe me.
Obviously, you tell us he came back from the future. You think any of us are dumb enough to just be like, oh, well, if you say so.
Yeah, I noticed that. Stupid. If a useless single-celled organism like me might be permitted to speak up. Are we sure Takumi's experiencing some sort of delusion?
Damn.
I get there.
Least, there's no way he can prove he's not.
Actually, that would mean Mr. Sumino got caught up in this delusion and ended up murdering someone.
That would make him the abnormal one around here.
Could you imagine that there's like a quiz you have to get every question right, otherwise you go down like a delusion route? Delulu mode.
Oh my god.
Kako's words weighed heavily on me. But it wasn't true. I'm not sure I've made the right choice last night. I still don't have confidence in my decision, even though I already made it. But what I experienced last time really happened. There's no way it was a delusion. I need them to understand that, if nothing else. Everyone, hear me out. It's a long story, but I looked right in everyone's eyes and began to recount what I knew about the previous 100 days. I told them everything that happened. World Death, Cryptoglobe, and the Exodus Project.
No, we're just dumping everything.
The artificial satellite. I told them about the boy made of undying flames and his infant body in the defense room. That's not gonna make me sound even more crazy to these fucking people. Even the existence of second to last Defense Academy and the 5 other fighters there under the command of Nigo. And she was like, fuck, he's right, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know how he got that, but he's right. The only thing I left out was that it was what I learned about Nozomi. The secret she shared the first time were between her and me.
Oh, he still kept her secret.
That's my dog. It was night by the time I was done talking. You know what? 100 days would take an entire day to fucking explain. But still, the doubt in their faces never left.
Wow, really?
I knew why, too.
It
was because I'd killed Eito. In their eyes, my story was nothing more than an elaborate and lengthy excuse. Like I was trying to confuse them by weaving a fantastical, impossible tale.
Oh, I see. I think I understand.
Doesn't look that way to me.
I simply mean I understand what you think happened. Whether it's true or not is another story. Nice to see you back, Queen.
Yeah. Talking anymore is just a waste of time. Why don't we call it for today and get out of here?
Damn.
Right, it's late now.
None of them cared. But what do we do with Eito's body? It's still lying there in the gym. Should we bury him?
Oh.
Wait, it would be so pitiful to bury him when he looks like a burnt pretzel stick. Wish we could do something about that.
Hey, you know, we didn't say that about you, but I'm not going to talk about that. Like what?
Restore his body to how it used to be, perhaps?
Is that even possible?
Obviously, I can't do it, but maybe Sire.
Well, I mean, it's not that I can't do it, but that's a super secret technique written by the very end of the super secret commanding officer manual. So how in the world did you know about it, Shizahara?
Just a guess.
A guess?
But why would we do that? I told you, it's such a pity. We don't know if he was really a traitor or not. A body deserves dignity no matter what sins that person may have committed in life. Is it only normal to want a body in such a tragic state to look more like it used to be?
Now, listen. I know that fiction, you gotta let everything be everything, but why? And in his whole story of a day, talking about 100 days, not talk about, listen, Shoma, you had a pet, Leo, a little Shiba Inu, that you would roll, talk about all of their life stories that we don't know yet. Why not use that?
I don't know.
How do you know that? Because I'm from the future, bitch. Unless, I guess maybe they could be like, we can't trust him. He's working the CRA. He could just have personal files on all of us. So that can be there too, but no one objected to her suggestion. CRA reluctantly agreed. Must have decided it wasn't worth antagonizing everyone over it when it was only our 3rd day here. And so he transported to his body to a classroom on the 2nd floor.
It's so cold. What is this room?
Oh, I didn't see this unlocked before. It's a morgue.
Wow.
A morgue? What? I don't remember that from the last time. You never use it? Well, in a way, that's a good thing. This is where we store bodies whose cause of death are unknown. Say one if you got killed with an unknown weapon during a defensive battle. A bioweapon, or nanomachines, or something like that. In that case, we need to dissect you in order to properly determine the cause. Need a place to store the bodies in a situation like that, which is why we have this room. The temperature is set really low to keep bodies from decomposing. Everybody hunched their shoulders against the cold as they looked around the room. Their breath steamed in the air. Well, then, I'm gonna get started on restoring the body. Do you all mind stepping out? How long will it take? I should have it done by tomorrow morning. All right, one last thing. We were about to leave when Sire stopped us. I know it's sudden, but as of today, I'd like to officially designate Samino as a special unit's team leader. Huh? You saved me, Samino. And you know the future. Plus, you have red hair, so I'm sure you'll make a great leader. What kind of reason is that?
What, like, is it supposed to be like the Red Power Ranger?
I will not entertain any objections. That's an order from your commanding officer. Disobeying, you will be court-martialed.
Wow.
You're to do as Samino says, starting tomorrow. Got it?
Damn.
I'm sure people are going to be so happy about that.
We really are captain.
We return to the roof. Everybody's faces were even more gloomy having seen Eto's body up close. They all vanished inside the room without saying a word. Left on my own, I casually glanced up at the sky and saw the satellite. The artificial satellite hung in the sky, lit with countless mechanical lights. Felt further away than the last time I saw it.
I just had a thought.
Just then I heard a pop inside my head. What the fuck was that? The very next moment, I was suddenly unconscious. What the fuck was that?
Okay.
That fucking mutant party popper of a ghost. What the hell?
Yeah. Anyway,
Adam troops, time
Hold on.
to rise and shine.
Yeah? You were gonna say
I thought you were saying hold on, meaning let's listen to Siri first.
No, I was letting you go.
Dang it, what was it? No, okay, right, okay. This is what happens when I have to hold on to my thought for too long. It can go away sometimes.
I couldn't stop him from talking.
It's going away again. The persuasion stuff?
Yeah.
What if instead of persuading people to fight, now we have to persuade people to believe us?
It's possible.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what to expect. And there's a lot of ways this to go, apparently, so.
And it's like we have to remember things, like you said.
4th day
And
of
the
active
answers we
service
pick.
here at Last Defense Academy.
The answers we pick
Prepare
are
to be ready to give your...
Hold on, he has to. We're good.
You kept clicking go!
I didn't know there was more to it.
Whatever.
In the morning, I skipped going to the cafeteria and went back there instead.
Rude.
Somebody else had got there before me.
Boomst. Oh.
Haruko.
Good morning. Did you eat breakfast?
No, not yet. I'm not hungry. Okay, maybe go for a frog, though.
What? A frog?
Forget that. What are you doing here?
What? Huh?
For a moment of silence, Haruko answered. What the fuck was that?
Hold Hold on. What?
I have no idea.
What did he mean?
I have no idea. What the f... We just gotta keep going. We just gotta keep going.
Oh. Was that a Lord Hoppington reference?
Maybe.
Do you remember Lord Hoppington?
I do.
Was that supposed to be a Lord Hoppington reference?
I don't know.
I hope it was.
But let's keep going.
Probably for the same reason you are. I wanted to see the results of the restoration.
Siri's not here. Does that mean he's done?
Only one way to find out.
Yuriko approached the body. She stopped in front of it and quietly pulled back the sheet, covering Eito's body.
Huh.
Ugh.
Looks like it's done. At the very least, he's not a burnt pretzel anymore.
I felt vaguely relieved seeing him. Of course, I hadn't forgiven him for what he'd done to us last time. But I felt some guilt about bringing him such an undignified end. Now that his body was back the way it used to be, the painful mass of motions within me eased a little.
It feels wrong to bury him in the dirt after all this effort to get him so pristine. Why don't we leave him like this for a little longer?
Could you imagine Siri puts his DNA back in the Rhythmatic? I got him back, guys! It's gonna be awkward because you fucking killed him.
Or what if this whole process cures the way he sees people?
I mean, I was having that same thought that maybe we fix him from it, but
like a hard reset.
Yeah.
Like having the hemoanima taken from him, and then all of a sudden, like
maybe
resetting from. Not just because resetting from death, obviously, not because that's normal.
Yeah.
But resetting from mummification, like death, maybe that could do it.
Yeah, maybe it was a side effect of hemoanima that he was having, but...
Well, no, because it's from the moment he was born, remember?
Well, we still don't know the whole story of our hemoanima origins. We believe it was injected
a transfusion.
In us, but... Yuriko covered him with a sheet once more. No sooner had she finished than Gaku came barreling into the room. Hey guys, we found something messed up. Come look.
Oh no, is Siri dead?
Messed up. Just hurry, you'll see for yourself.
Is Siri somehow still dead?
Yuriko and I practically flew down the stairs as we followed Gaku to the classroom on the first floor.
Because why wouldn't he be in here?
Our arrival.
You know?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he be? Oh.
Leave the school now, or I'll kill you all. What is this?
Spray paint. Someone sprayed a message on the digital blackboard.
Darmy, I'm looking at you. Don't look like that. It was your fucking ass.
I feel like she
all right?
Is this her killing because she wants a killing game?
I looked at
bad.
the message. Leave the school now or I'll kill you all. I was the first one to find it. I finished breakfast early and wandered around the school when I saw this.
And he came back to the cafeteria and told us about it.
We all came running to see for ourselves. But who would pull some kind of dumb prank like this? Prank? I said what I said. Who would take this shit seriously? Looks like some snot-nosed kid wrote it.
I believe it, though. It's way more interesting that way. I smell a killing game in the air!
Oh my god.
Whether it's serious or not, we do know it's not the work of an invader. The alarm would have gone off if one of them tried to get in here. They don't know our language, on top of that. I doubt it could have been one of them.
What if it was Eito?
How does she know they don't know our language?
Well, we know that she's fought them before. She's like fucking...
Or we told them... We told everyone that.
Well, that was that, but she had previous experience in all of this, and she was also super high level, but... Maybe they're saying she brought him back like a zombie.
I don't think that's possible. His appearance may have been restored, but his cryptoglobin is gone. What if she also is from the future, and that's why she was so strong and knew things?
It's possible.
Besides, we just saw him. He definitely wasn't breathing.
So that means the person behind this threat is in the room with us now?
That sounds like a killing game.
Everybody glanced around trying to see what everyone else was thinking.
Time.
Their eyes were filled with distrust and unease. Do the shot. Give me the shot. But wait, hold on. There's one other person it could be, right? Everyone seemed to have an idea of what I was getting at. Aha! That's right, Siri!
I definitely wouldn't put it past him. But why would he write a threatening message like this?
We can figure that out later. For now, we need to find him.
Oh my
Don't
God.
kill him again. Is that the price I paid for getting my revenge on Eito? Is that they take away my dog again? And so began the hunt for Siri. Found him only seconds later. It turned out he was very close to the classroom.
Huh. Sire?
Son of a bitch.
No.
Son of...
All of his pay went into the lines for day 86 here.
I regret everything again. I regret everything again. I regret it all. I should never killed him. I regret it all. God damn it. Now, the question is, because we had a weird thing happen to us.
Uh-huh.
Did we snap?
Oh.
Or did someone get us while our back was turned and do some stuff?
But who?
The only person that comes to my mind that I would think of first...
Like, who could get him?
There's only one other person that would be strong enough to do that, and that would be Haruko.
Yeah.
And maybe there's truths that she doesn't want revealed yet in this timeline.
What the hell? You're kidding!
Why? How could this happen to him?
Everyone was deeply disturbed, but the shock I felt went far beyond theirs. After all, I'd seen this very scene before. The last time I went through this.
Except before it wasn't inside the school. It was outside.
Yeah. Back then, Eito had been responsible for it. But Eito didn't exist in this world any longer.
So who?
I'd killed him myself 2 days earlier. And yet the same thing was happening all over again. The whole reason I fought Eito in the first place was to prevent this.
Literally.
So how? Why? And everyone's gonna fucking look at me. Return to the classroom in a daze.
Well, why would they look at us if we killed Eito to save Sire? It wouldn't make sense, you know?
Well, I mean, they were the one they distrust the most after the whole future storytelling thing. And we killed someone already. Let's just be honest here. Everyone stood around in silence for some time. Eyes were cast downward, expressions grave, aside from one person. Finally, Gaku broke the silence. Takaba, you still think this is all a prank? No.
But if this isn't a prank, then it's just not fair. They didn't even give us the chance to leave. Maybe it means the kill you all part will start as soon as we see the message. Still, it's not right. It's highly probable that Sire was destroyed before we woke up. Somebody would have noticed otherwise.
That means it happened before Gaku found the message? So one of us had to die before we even knew we were being threatened? How utterly unreasonable!
In movies, terrorists always set off a small-scale explosion, then claim responsibility, right? Once everyone knows it's not a prank, they announce that they're going to carry out another crime.
Darmy had a point. It was possible the culprit did this to Sire to show they were serious.
Yeah.
In that case, we'd be fine as long as we did what they demanded. Temporarily leaving the school and seeing what happened before returning would be the safest option. But there was no guarantee that the person who wrote the message was the same person who destroyed Sire. It wasn't out of the question that the message really was just a prank. But even if it was, we'd still have to deal with the threat of whoever destroyed Sire still being nearby. For now, I need to figure out if we listen to the message or not. Do we leave the school? Or do we ignore it and stay? Oh,
man.
Now, please let me decide. It's up to me to decide. Oh yeah. I know what I'm gonna choose because oh yeah, I'm gonna stay.
Stay.
But I feel like what we would do if we say no, we know where to go because we have another school to go to, Second Last Defense Academy, and go there and stay there. But leave the school. Leave the school. No. We don't give in to terrorist demands. We don't listen to terrorists.
We want our killing game, goddammit. It would be... Hey
guys, listen. We can't listen to the message.
Proceed.
It would be very fitting to make if there is a killing game ending, to make it so soon. To be easy to access. Because everyone's gonna want it. You know what I mean?
I also don't think it makes sense for it to be delayed too far.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It makes sense for it to be this easily accessible this soon.
Well, I don't mean by easily accessible. I mean by storyline wise, because you would build up trust at that point. You need to have the distrust of the people involved to pull it off.
So it's a win-win.
Yeah. But why? The enemy could attack any day now. We can't just leave this place unprotected.
That's true. There's that too.
Yeah.
Hey, didn't you come back from the future? That means you should know exactly when the enemy will attack, right? That's not how it works.
So when's the next attack? Next one is 3 days from now on day 7.
Then what's the big deal with leaving this place empty until then? It's just a matter of going outside the wall of fire and coming back in 3 days, right? We'd be technically complying with what the message says, and the culprit wouldn't see a need to follow through with their threat.
The next attack being 3 days away is what I remember from last time. But there's no guarantee the enemy will act in the same way this time.
That's true. Because you may have already changed the course of history by coming back to the past.
And killing Ato.
Is that what you're trying to say?
I nodded.
There is another thing to consider. Can we really trust the culprit to keep their word and leave the academy alone while we're gone? We're talking about someone who did something that vicious to Sire before we even saw the message.
There's no way a person like that's ever going to keep their word. Ergo, this has to be a trap. I got no clue who they could be. The only thing we can figure is that they're an invader trying to nab the baby in the defense room while we're gone.
You just said you thought it was a prank.
Shut up, things are different now that Sire's been wrecked.
I personally think we just ignore that message. That'll launch the culprit into slaughter mode, right? Now that's the kind of show I'd pay through the nose to watch.
My sad excuse of existence will surely be the first to be eliminated. Oh, I'm all for the idea, of course. After all, even the tiniest bacteria has more worth than an atomized speck of fractional dust like me.
Oh my god.
So if you take a head count, there's 6 of us who want to stay.
Takumi, Takemaru, Darumi, Shoma, and the Tsukumo twins.
If we're going by majority vote, those who want to remain have already won, right?
Seriously, are you all out of your minds?
Nobody's stopping you from going out there yourself.
Outside the wall of fire.
Good luck. I dare say that's what the culprit's really aiming for.
Once they manage to isolate someone, the real fun begins.
Aku started shaking like a leaf.
All right, fine, just as I didn't warn you.
Oh man.
And we decided to ignore the message and remain at the academy.
Let's
Nobody
go.
knew how the culprit would react. Just in case we said that everyone moved together as a unit during the day as a safety measure. As we did, the sun soon set and night approached. And nobody dies overnight, right? A body's been... oh, wait.
Oh my
No, that's not that. Right, sorry.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
The thing that sucks now is this is a killing game ending now. We're attached to some of these people.
Uh-huh.
We've spent so long with them all.
Yeah, that's brilliant on their side.
Yeah, it is.
I guess the announcements must be pre-recorded, huh?
Yep.
Yes, Sire told me about them earlier.
Nothing happened in the end. Whoever wrote that message was just bluffing.
Can you make up your mind? Do you want us to take the message seriously or not?
Right now, no. Situation's changed. So I'm going back to my room to hit the sack.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Did you just willingly trigger your own death flag?
I ain't got time for this. We need some frickin' gamer movie. But there's no denying that the person who destroyed Sire is still around.
Yes, hiding somewhere in the school.
Oh, man.
Or
Don't do it.
it's also possible they're hiding somewhere among us.
Everybody abruptly stopped what they were
Hiding
doing
somewhere
after
in
Ruko's
this
statement.
school.
We all glanced around,
They knew what they were
scrutinizing each other
doing.
nervously. Oh, yeah.
I see how it is. Safer for us all to just sleep in our own rooms then. Well, at least that room's locked, so we won't have to worry about anyone killing him while we sleep.
Ruko was only mentioning that as a possibility.
I refuse to believe the culprit could be one of us.
Let's not start suspecting each other. We'll be playing directly into the culprit's hands. Told you they were just bluffing with that message. Where's Mahana probably gets a kick out of seeing us running around like headless chickens, that's all.
Tell that the Sire's bagels remains.
Sire was targeted because he was a machine. Damaging a metal contraption is completely different from killing a flesh and blood person.
Right, Takumi?
Yeah, me to it.
Are you trying to say the culprit won't harm us because we're human?
I'm just guessing, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Anyway, I'm heading back to my room.
Let's see what tomorrow morning brings.
Yep, see you in the morning, everybody.
God, he's gonna be
Takemaru and Darumi left after that, followed by Ima and Kako. As long as we're together.
How nice is it seeing Ima normal again?
It's
Very nice.
It's very relaxing.
No
and
one can hurt us.
less disturbing than Ray.
Yeah, they keep. Oh.
They held hands and left the cafeteria together. It's not going to be a 2-for-1 special, right?
Good night, everyone.
Sorry, my body is so poorly formed that I can't fall asleep without a bed.
What?
Spouse and Shoma both said they didn't think the culprit could be among us, but as I watched them leave, it occurred to me they probably had their suspicions. Yuruko, Gaku, and I were the only ones left in the cafeteria.
This is ridiculous. Why can't everyone see the best way to stay safe is to stick together?
Almost like having roommates. Everyone's already gone, though, except the 3 of us. The 2 of you are working together. I'd probably be assaulted tonight.
Are you inviting us to...
Of course I'm not. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Right, on the other hand, me and the one in hot soup for you two are the ones right behind this.
We're not, but I have no way of proving that.
I guess going back to our rooms to rest really is the only thing we can do now.
Indeed. Casting God. Aspersions at each other here won't help us sleep any better.
Fine, I'll go too, but only because there's no other choice.
I'm casting apparitions.
It would be awful if Gaku dies first, because he's the one adamant against it so bad and gets killed. That'd be fucking bad. So we all went back to our rooms and turned in for the night. Tossed and turned restlessly on my bed. My eyes were closed, but sleep kept evading me. Who wrote that message and destroyed Sirei? Is the culprit really one of us? No, there's no way. It means the culprit's still hiding somewhere in the school.
Takumi's like, this is not how I anticipated this going.
They couldn't have escaped outside the wall of fire after destroying Sirei and writing that message. Hang on. Are we sure the person who wrote that message and the person who destroyed Sirei are one and the same? We just automatically assumed so, but there's no indication that they are.
Yeah.
If it wasn't the same person, then we're actually up against 2 different people. How did things end up like this? Ruffled my hair violently while curling up on my bed. Midnight was just around the corner. Soon it would be day 5. And I'm sure nothing bad happened.
God.
They're probably going to play with us and someone will survive that night, and it's tomorrow night this happens. It's 12:55 a.m. Hasn't been an hour since the new day began.
That's 1:14. I was like, what if it was 12:55 here?
A visitor at this time? Thinking it might be the culprit, I was unnerved. Until I realized it would give me a great chance to capture them. Could very well be someone asking for help too. Whoever it was, I had no reason to ignore them. Let's do this. Gathering my wits, I opened my room door cautiously. Looked around before stepping out. There was nobody to be seen anywhere. Was it a prank? Or a hallucination? As I turned around to go back into the room, a sharp pain exploded in the back of my head, quickly rendering me unconscious. Oops.
Uh-oh.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine!
Second time we've had a rough sleep.
Get ready for your 5th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend... Be ready to get...
Thanks, buddy. When I next came to realize I was in my bed, even though I had lost consciousness outside my room last night. That's unnerving.
Oh.
Was that a dream? Was I just half asleep?
I don't like that.
I touched the back of my neck as those thoughts ran through my mind. A dull, aching pain greeted me. It wasn't a dream. I stepped outside last night and someone jumped on me from above. Probably been hiding on the rooftop. They punched or kicked me, I'm not sure which, on the back of my head.
But why?
Who? And why?
Yeah.
Is that the person who wrote that message and destroyed Sirei? In that case, why am I still alive?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Even another way to move me back to my bed. Just then.
It couldn't have been Shoma. I can't see Shoma. What?
The door slammed violently open and Tsubasa ran inside.
Takumi, it's Gaku! Gaku's!
God, I fucking called it. What happened?
Just go to the classroom on the first floor quickly. The same room we found the message in. I'll go let the others know.
I ran downstairs so quickly I thought I might trip and fall. Getting into the classroom was the only thing on my mind. Soon the classroom came within view. I dashed inside and went green. Give me the classic animation. Give it to me. Give me the classic stuff. Okay, not classic, but damn, dude.
What is this?
Yeah. Okay,
and
sorry.
it's red this time.
It is. I could hear the others entering the classroom behind me.
No.
What the hell?
That is so many stabs.
Mr. Monaco.
Uh-huh.
Why? Gaku? Hey, Gaku! Cut it out! This isn't funny at all!
Oh no, is she gonna crash out and not actually like this?
Your eyes, man! Wake up!
Hey, they are open.
I said wake up, Gaku!
Darmy kept shaking Gaku's shoulders. He didn't respond. So she started shaking him harder. Hiroko slowly put her arms around Darmy and gently pulled her away.
Hey, why don't we just use the Revive-O-Matic?
Right! If we move Gaku to the infirmary, we can...
It won't work. The Revive-O-Matic can only revive a person who only just died.
There's a time limit.
That's what it says in the manual. Can you define just? It doesn't give a specific number, but definitely not 3 hours.
3 hours?
You can tell by the dry and discolored blood. It's been at least 3 hours since he was killed.
Yeah, she wants to be a detective, remember?
And besides, look at the amount of blood he's lost. You know how the Revive-O-Matic works. You need to have cryptoglobin in your body.
And if you don't have enough...
But we couldn't just give
like,
up?
Sorry, if we don't have enough, just like, Nozomi, then it won't work.
Yeah. But we couldn't just give up without doing anything. Move Gaku's body to the infirmary, put him in a corpse recovery drone, and place him in the Revive-O-Matic. However...
Yeah. Unfortunately, Kako was right.
The Revive-O-Matic's analysis monitor was located at the back of the device. We all looked at the information together. Cause of death? Hemorrhagic shock. Estimated time of death? Day 5 between 1 and 4 a.m. Multiple stab wounds on chest and abdomen. The murder weapon is likely a sharp blade about a foot long. Did someone take our infuser? Because ours is probably about that size. Too much time had passed since death. Insufficient cryptoglobin present in body. Impossible to revive.
But it doesn't make any sense because all of our infusers are kept in the war room, not on us.
That's well, we did grab ours.
Unless we kept ours on us.
We may have.
And that's why we were knocked out? Because we were knocked out at like about 12:55 before he was killed.
Yeah, and it also helps cut out our alibi away of what we could have been doing.
Yeah.
And make us a suspect that they were going to grab our infuser.
Doesn't something seem off to you guys? Why didn't that corpse recovery drone do its job earlier?
You're right. If the drone had flown over to collect Gaku's body the moment he died, this wouldn't have happened. Upon hearing that, Tsubasa sprang into action. She went back to the analysis monitor. After fiddling with the terminal for a while, she took several steps back in shock.
The drone itself is working correctly. But someone has overwritten the program that controls it.
What?
The code is too difficult to hack even for me. There's no way we can restore the original programming now. The new settings say that the drone doesn't activate if an SDU member dies outside of a defensive battle. You can't be serious.
Who would do such a thing? Do you even need to ask?
It's obviously the same person who killed Gaku.
Silence filled the air and nobody spoke for a while.
Who could do that?
I mean, I was just trying to think of, at this point, we now have to think of who the culprit could be, because it's going to be one of us. I mean, Tsubasa could realistically be someone that would have an ability to try and potentially mess with machinery.
And of course, she wouldn't say that she could do it.
Yeah, but I don't want to believe that. Takamura, we don't know his experience with... We know he knows a lot about vehicles. I don't think that would carry over very well.
I feel like Tsubasa would have started throwing up everywhere if she did it, so...
Actually, it's very weak she hasn't thrown up yet.
Yeah.
She didn't throw up upon seeing a dead body.
No. That's weird.
Tsubasa, Don't do this to me, girl.
That's weird.
Don't you do this to me. Why aren't you throwing up? Why aren't you...
That's right, she hasn't... I don't think I remember seeing her going once this whole time.
Nope.
Has she?
Nope.
That's sauce.
She's even the one who found the body. Did she wait to clean it up first? But still, another thing. She was very easily gagged by many things before.
Uh-huh.
Then Takamaru mumbled something. Shit, this is all my fault. I kept insisting the culprit was bluffing. Kaku wouldn't have died if I'd believed him.
I don't know about that. The same thing may have happened even if we all had slept together in the cafeteria last night. Or maybe things would have been worse. What do you mean? I'll explain later.
You just massacred everyone at once. Oh, God. A few hours later, we managed to regain our composure somewhat and started cleaning up the classroom.
I'm surprised Army's not hype. You'd think she would be.
Maybe we found the deep dark secret that real violence doesn't quite work out for her.
Yeah, she's actually not hype when there's like, when people are like, because we did learn, you know, when was it when Nozomi died and she was like, oh, this is actually kind of sad.
I think
Remember?
She said something like
one
that.
of them. It was Nozomi or Ima.
Yeah. It didn't just seem right to leave all the blood on the floor. We also made sure to thoroughly check for possible clues that might lead us to the murder while we cleaned. Ultimately, we came to the realization that the killer had left nothing behind. No footprints, no bodily fluids, not even a single strand of hair.
Damn.
Once we were done, we decided to take care of the message as well. The message that was the cause of everything. The mere sight of it nauseated me. We angrily and vigorously scrubbed the message with solvents until it disappeared. Tsubasa and Shoma crying as they worked. Before we knew it, the sun had already set and we were surrounded by darkness. Then we started on our next task. Transporting Gaku's dead body from the infirmary to the morgue.
God, yeah, the morgue was introduced.
Yeah?
Because we killed Eito.
Uh-huh. Hey, we're moving his body here.
Shouldn't we be giving him a dignified burial? The corpse is a silent witness who never lies. Burying it would mean losing valuable clues.
That reminds me, you mentioned that you were trying to become a detective in my previous timeline. And then Ima said he was your brilliant, talented assistant or something. I said that? Yes. Now do you believe I traveled back in time? I'm not sure.
That's not particularly convincing evidence.
Am I right to assume you're interested in helping out with the investigation, Kako?
Yes.
Then share your observations with us, great detective. Who is the most likely suspect in your eyes?
Wait, we need to figure things out like this step by step.
She tapped a finger on her temple.
First of all, Tsubasa was the first person to find the body, right? Yes, I woke up before the morning announcement, so I went to the classroom on the first floor. I was trying to see if we'd missed any clues that could have pointed us to the identity of the person who wrote the message. And I found Gaku on the floor, like that.
There it is. Now she's doing it.
The question is, why did the killer murder him so brutally? He was stabbed multiple times in the chest and abdomen. If killing him had been the objective, it could have simply aimed directly for the heart.
This number of stab wounds usually indicates some sort of powerful personal grudge. I was gonna say, yeah, that's interesting.
Feels more like anger than a grudge to me. The killer is the same person who wrote the message, right? And they got angry because we didn't follow their instructions. Or the fella's just trying to make an example out of someone. Thinking they can strike fear in our hearts by killing someone in the most visceral way possible.
I think their objective was even simpler than that.
Pray tell?
To bleed as much cryptoglobin out as possible so that we couldn't possibly revive Gaku even if we found his body right away.
That would mean the killer's very familiar with the Special Defense Unit's members and how our bodies work.
Hey, guys?
In short, there's a very high probability that the killer is one of us.
It ain't me, guys, I swear. Everyone fell silent at that.
God, is there going to be multiple of these in here at some point? These bodies?
I don't know, because I thought we were going to run out of cast, but nobody seemed as shaken up as they were yesterday, as if they'd already come to this conclusion deep inside.
That's why back in the infirmary I said that things would have been worse. If we'd all slept together in the cafeteria. Because the killer would have assassinated everyone in their sleep. Yes, after drugging us with sleep medicine or something.
Huh?
That's unthinkable. It's just not possible. One of us here is the killer? The alarm didn't sound. That means nobody has breached the Academy's defenses. Oh, and before you bring it up, no, Eito couldn't have done it either. Because,
He's dead. She walked to one of the dead bodies, stood in front of it, and promptly pulled off the sheet that was covering it.
See?
God.
He's not breathing and has no pulse. It's literally impossible for Eito to be the killer. Unless he somehow turned into a zombie.
Which would be fucking crazy. Gets up at night and just starts killing everyone.
God.
Oh!
everyone saw what Gaku's estimated time of death on the Revive-O-Matic was?
Yes, I think it was between 1 and 4 a.m. last night.
I'm going to have to ask each and every one of you where you were and what you were doing at that time.
Everyone said they had been sleeping in their own rooms other than Ima. Ima was... I was sleeping in my dear sister's room. Which means only my dear sister and I have valid alibis.
The testimony of a sibling is unreliable.
Yes, I was expecting you to say that.
Wait, none of us have proper alibis?
Hang on. Nobody's asked Takumi where he's been yet.
Don't do that to me.
Oh, right. What about you, Takumi? I mean, your answer is probably going to be the same.
I hesitated for a moment. Telling the truth would make me seem questionable. But if it ever came to light that I lied this time,
never
definitely
lie.
looked suspicious then. So I decided to go ahead and tell everyone what happened to me last night around 1 a.m. Say what? Someone came over and knocked you out? And then you woke up in the sound of the morning announcement? In your bed? Yes, more or less. The person who knocked me out has to be the killer.
Why only tell us about this now?
I couldn't find a good time to bring it up. Really? But so much time has already passed since you found Gaku's body. You know, no one was talking. We were cleaning up. We were talking about missing Wendy's. You could have said something. Everyone looked at me with suspicion in their eyes, causing my heart to beat faster. I'm telling the truth. Please believe me.
So you say, but...
That time traveling thing has got to be just a big fat lie.
Yes, you killed Eito for some reason and made up that tall tale in order to justify your actions.
No! That actually explained why Siri was destroyed too. Siri was the only one present when Eito was killed. He was the only one who knew the truth.
When Siri tried to blackmail Takumi using that incident, Takumi destroyed him in order to silence him.
Hey!
Why would I do that? And what about the message? I was the first one to propose we stay at the academy. Besides, there's no reason for me to kill Gaku. Absolutely no reason at all. You're coming apart at the seams. Nobody said anything about you killing Mr. Maruko. You were all looking at me as if you thought I was the killer.
God damn
I
it.
spent hours trying to prove my innocence to the others. But there was nothing convincing I could use to clear my name. Takamaru, Durumi, Shoma, and the Tsukumo twins were especially unwilling to give me any benefit of the doubt.
What the fuck? He's like, this is not how I wanted this to go.
Well then, sister dearest, let us fall asleep under the same roof again tonight.
Yes, like I said before, it's more dangerous for everyone to be sleeping together. Sleeping with the person you trust the most is the best way to deal with this.
Takamaru, please allow me to swim to burrow in your room tonight. What are you saying? You're the person I trust the most.
Aww.
Or are you afraid that I may actually be the killer? Then don't be stupid, you idiot. Just kill you right back.
Kill you back. They're gym bros in our other timeline.
Oh my god.
That means I'm staying in Mistress Hiroko's room tonight? You can kill me anytime you please, my mistress.
I'm sorry, but you're on your own.
But why?
You may end up killing me for all I know. Besides, I've already been reserved by someone else.
Someone else? Hiroko's staying with me tonight. No!
Your only option left is Takumi.
Absolutely not. I'm not gonna throw myself in the arms of a serial killer. I have standards on who gets to kill me, you know.
Damn.
No, don't do it. Do not have us have a similar situation. We wake up and she's fucking dead in the room near us. Everyone retired to their chosen rooms after deciding on sleeping arrangements. I trudged my way back to my own room as well. Or did she not stay with me?
What do you mean?
I think she refused to come into our room, so she's not even
Yeah,
gonna
she
join
said
us.
no.
Yeah. I just returned to my room and the doorbell rang. Not again! Door swung open and in walked
Oh.
Haruko, Tsubasa, what's the matter?
Just so we're clear, this doesn't mean we trust you or anything.
What, you came all the way here just to tell me that?
Let me finish.
We don't trust you, but we see no reason to be completely suspicious of you either, unlike the other 5.
Okay, that's nice to hear. And?
If what you've been saying is true, there's going to be an enemy attack in 2 days' time on day 7, right?
According to what I've lived through, yes.
When that happens, I intend to fight. But it's unlikely the other 5 will be willing to follow you.
So you're saying there's a high chance they won't join the fight? Even Takamaru and Darumi, who fought on day 1?
Tsubasa is trying to say she's willing to lend you a hand.
I can't just sit back and let you and Haruko fight the invaders by yourselves.
You did before, though!
Yeah.
So why is this different?
Hey, things happen.
Besides, it's game over for us anyway if we lose.
A combat party of 3 isn't going to be strong enough.
Which is why I'm thinking of calling in reinforcements.
From where?
You once mentioned a second to last defense academy that's being protected by 5 special unit defense members, right?
Oh, I get it. You want to bring them here.
Yes.
There was no that we would one day have to go to the second to last defense academy anyway. That academy was attacked on day 10 and Moko was killed. I've been pushing it to go back in mind because I thought we still had time. Not that we had any spare time to be thinking about going there at all. It makes sense to go over there as soon as possible, so I agreed to Haruko and Tsubasa's plan. Are you both coming with me?
Of course.
Then we set off at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning.
6?
The campus is quite a distance from here, isn't it?
Yeah.
We should start early then. We also have to ensure we make it back before the enemy attack on day 7.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's settled then. We'll be taking our leave now.
We'll go tell the others about this.
Thank you. They nodded and left the room. There was just one thing bothering me. Is it really a good idea to leave 5 people behind in an academy with a serial killer on the loose?
Since when is Tsubasa so assertive? It's weird.
I don't know, but that said, I really did want to reach the second campus where Moko got killed on day 10. Since we need reinforcements for the next defensive battle, going there tomorrow was indeed the best option we had. It wouldn't make sense for all of us to go anyway. Leaving just 2 or 3 to protect the school alone wouldn't be any better.
Nope.
In fact, it would be worse because that'd just make them easier targets for the killer.
Yup.
I concluded the safest thing to do is to go there with Haruko and Tsubasa. I hope we can meet the team for the second defense academy tomorrow. Yoshika, Moko, Kurata, Yugamu, and Nozomi. The possibility of seeing them again did nothing to loosen the tight knot in my stomach. After all, a friend had just been violently murdered today.
Yeah.
My dog. Couldn't get the sight of Gaku's mangled body out of my mind.
I'm kind of glad though, because he's like my least favorite.
I really like Gaku, actually.
I mean, no, I don't mean like...
I also have fun with his voice, so I'm biased.
I don't mean least favorite in terms of like, I don't like him. I'm just saying, like, if one of them were to die, I would be the least sad if it was him, if that makes any sense.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't dislike him. It's just I like the other people more.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I mean?
And you know what? We're going to see what happens with the rest of this going on next time. Woo! Killing game. Killing game. Killing game. Killing game.
Yeah, to me, on a tier list, none of these characters are like below A. So
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
They're all special in their own ways.
Those special little beans in our heart.
And one of them
they're all
gonna
die.
And they're this is weird though. This is not how I'm used to This is not how I am used to killing games going. Is that?
It is a little bit different, yeah.
Is that a proper sentence?
Well, strap in and get ready.